Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, let's talk with former Delaware Valley quarterback Bryan Schor. He is headed to JMU, James Madison University. And Bryan, I'm sure it's exciting times for you. Had a year off of playing some football, but here we are. You're getting ready to get involved with JMU. And tell us about how things developed for you.
You know, it's a really kind of funny story. I had emailed the quarterback coach at James Madison a couple months ago, and he didn't get back to me for a while. And contacted me a couple months later and kind of said, "Look, I've just been getting through all my emails and kind of cycling through them. A new coaching staff are really busy." So he got to me and told me they were looking for a quarterback, and I've all known great things about James Madison, so I definitely took him up on it. He said he wanted to get me down to campus. He was really interested. And I came down to the school. I loved it, and they offered me that weekend. And I was kind of sitting in my hotel room thinking, what's keeping me back from taking this commitment? There's nowhere else I'd rather go. So I took the commitment that weekend, and now I'm here.
Well, James Madison University, some good football, and had a great tradition, and some guys from northeastern Pennsylvania have played there. Tell us about what you think you're walking into as far as competing and being able to get after it, and I'm sure you're as hungry as you've ever been as a competitor right now.
Yeah, I definitely am, and they brought me in along with a couple other guys. There's transfers, some older guys, and there's a lot of great competition, and that's why we play this position. And the other guys that are playing the same spot as me on the team, we like each other and everything, but we can tell that we're gonna be out there to compete, and that's gonna make us better. And as a team, that's what you want. You want kids that are gonna fight against each other for reps, for who's gonna have the best show, who's gonna have the best day, and I think we're all really excited about that.
Bryan, tell us how Delaware Valley High School coach Keith Olsemer and his staff prepared you for this new challenge that you have in your life.
It's kind of weird to not be at Delaware Valley anymore, and that's where I was growing up. That's where kind of the program I grew up into and everything. And I think one thing they've really helped me with is coach-to-player relationship. That's the program that I went from when I was 5 years old. I was going through kid camps, and I was doing those things, and I was meeting other coaches, and I really had a very approachable effort, I guess, kind of towards the coaches. I wasn't afraid to say anything to them. I wasn't afraid to hold back. Whatever I needed to say, that's what I could do. So communicating to coaches is key for a quarterback, especially because they've got to be kind of the liaison between the team and the coaching staff, pretty much primarily. So that's kind of really what helped me at Delaware Valley. I was really close with the coaches there, and I still am, and I still keep in touch with them to today. So being able to work with them is really what has prepared me for college football.
Bryan Schor talking here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Bryan, you stay positive as you could through your challenging situation, and sometimes people may look at the general public, may say, "Hey, a kid made a commitment somewhere and he didn't go." And sometimes it works the other way for you. It did work the other way, where some things didn't work out at the first college that you thought you had a good situation with, and your path took a little different turn. What did you learn about yourself in the last 9 months here that kind of has put you in the situation? Well, here you are in a very good opportunity at James Madison.
I kind of learned that sometimes in life you just got to buckle down and just get through it. Those times were really tough, but I kind of just took all the negative things out of my life. I went to my parents and I was like, "Listen, this is what I want to do. I want to go back and I want to play Division I football somewhere." So all this negative stuff, all this sadness, let's wipe it from, just clean the slate here, and let's go forward. And so that's kind of the attitude I took. And then what I really learned about myself was how hard I can push myself and the limits that I can go to, and just to really keep fighting until you accomplish what you want. And I'm really happy that I can be here now and kind of look back at that and say, yeah, I fought through that, and I'm here now because I mean I could have quit at any time there, and I had the support behind me between my parents, between my high school football coaches and stuff. So I got to thank them too.
Ryan, you had such a successful high school football career. You didn't play in the year 2013. How did you stay sharp and make sure, you know, you're throwing balls and doing all the stuff you're supposed to do, in addition to making sure you're getting your workouts and staying in great shape?
Well, one thing I did was I helped coach Delaware Valley's football team for a little while. I have a really great relationship with Coach Baker and Coach Olsmer there. So they need a little bit of help at quarterback to help kind of do some things, and they kind of took me in and let me do some workouts with the guys and let me throw to some of the guys, and just so I could stay around football, because that was a big thing for me was to be able to stay around football, and that was really Coach Olsmer's idea. He offered for me to help coach and to stay along with it, because leaving football for the whole year and not being involved with it, he thought would really hurt me. And at first I was thinking, you know, it's going to be a little awkward coaching kids that are a year younger than you and all that type of stuff. But now when I look back at it, if I didn't do that, that would have had an extremely negative effect on me and my whole kind of development as becoming a college football player. Just missing a complete year. So it was good that I got to stay around those guys for another year.
Great advice from Coach Olsmer, and keeping that flame lit, and even if it's you know, very dimly lit, you had the flame lit by getting yourself involved, as you said. And here you are this summer at James Madison University, getting ready for camp, which is not too far away. I know things are exciting for you. We wish you well in your future endeavors, and boy, you've gone through some challenges here in the last 9 months, but I'm sure exciting times are ahead. Thank you for your time, Bryan.
Thank you so much.
Bryan Schor, a freshman, James Madison University, trying to be the starting quarterback here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.